Yo, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? YouTube, Cowboy Nation, it's Tone Setter Sports Channel. Let's go. Hey, I'm just dropping this quick video. Now, I don't even think it might probably won't be quick, but I'm going. This is Mindset Vol.2. We about to go into the second quarter of our season, and last Sunday night's game. As anybody can see, if y'all went back and viewed my last video, weak game planning, very weak planning. It looked like, I'm just kind of regurgitating my words. I thought Scott Linehan was calling the plays on his team. I don't know who to blame as far as the coaching. Whether if it's Kellen Moore, offensive game plan, and Jason Garrett's. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it falls on Jason Garrett. And I said this. I said this in my Jason Garrett um, video I made before the season started, was the fact that you gotta kind of play reckless, man. I mean, you gotta coach recklessly. I mean, in the sense, you just gotta let it go. I don't know what's holding you back, but whatever it is causing you to lose those games. And that's the talk of the town. Is that you are the one that's holding this team back, to be honest with you. So, and I'm kind of riding the fence on this. Is that, maybe I'm just kind of speculating. I can't say this is true or not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was a chess game. It was this is because I want them to play chess, and maybe it was a chess strategy to not show, not just New Orleans, but to show the league all the different formations. All at once. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was the case, and maybe maybe this game against Green Bay, we might see some different wrinkles, because if not, then it's basically the same offense as last year that we was complaining about, going forward. Because Jason Garrett, you got to prove pro football different, because they're saying because of you, this team is going to regress, because of the track record that this team is going to regress. So therefore, you need to have it in your mind that, you know, opportunity to gain is all you got. You know what I'm saying? Opportunity to gain is all you got to lose, man. So, cause it's either you win to get a new contract, or you're gonna lose, and you'll find yourself out of a coaching job, and or maybe with somebody, or maybe with another team. How about that? Because they're always a coaching carousel. You feel me? And I feel like everybody has their uh, their coaches for right now. So you'll be out of a job going into next season if you don't get it right. And it's time for you to get this team prepared for these big games. If that last loss against New Orleans Saints was not some kind of strategy uh, for any team that's opposing threat that we may meet in the postseason, or to the NFL league, to the whole league, because of because of the all the big games that we have going forward, from the second quarter, third quarter, to the fourth quarter of our season. You know, so definitely we got this big game coming up against the Green Bay Packers, and we know that Aaron Rodgers is 3-0. It's 3-0 in that stadium. And we know what happened last time. We know what happened Dak and Zeke's rookie year, how the season ended in the hand by the hands of Aaron Rodgers. So we got a lot to prove. This is also a must-win game for us. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to stay ahead in the polls as far as our division. Um, not so much worried about top of the NFC, but just stay ahead in our division. Uh, because the Jets, the Eagles play the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Giants has improved. They improved their record with 2 wins, with under the helm of with Daniel Jones at running the team, and they might pull off an upset this Sunday playing against the Vikings because Kirk Cousins suck. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know how this thing's gonna unfold, but I tell you this, y'all have best to be on y'all game, and we need to start seeing some defensive turnovers for points. We get turnovers, we're getting sacks. We're just not getting those INTs. We're just not getting those INTs. Uh, Xavier Woods, I don't know if he's going to play, so I guess Darian Thompson's going to play. I think we're going to start to see Donovan Wilson as well, because I think he's a playmaker, man, and I think we're going. He needs to get some reps. He needs to get some starting reps. He needs to get some gameplay. I'm not gonna say starting reps. He need to get some blank gameplay though, and I think he can make things happen. I think he will be the changer, the game changer in the whole defensive secondary. Not to where not only he will be making plays, but to where the whole secondary will be making plays because of off of his energy and his playmaking, his ball hawking ability. You know what I'm saying? So, but we will that will all be unfolded, and I mean they probably preserve him a little bit just in case of an injury, to any of the other safeties out there. Excuse me for the yawning and stuff, man. Uh, it's on that grind, saying to early morning, but still feeling it a little bit. So as far as mindset, it's time for you guys to kind of show improve, because even on the defense, that inside zone running is still killing us, just like Indianapolis and the Rams did last year. And Sean Payton put together one hell of a game plan against us last Sunday, and you started to see that inside zone running late in the fourth quarter when they was trying to play keep away uh, from our team, and they were still and he was still gashing us. Kamara was gashing us, man, and we can't let that. We can't continue to let that happen, because that means that there is no adjustment defensively, and I don't know if we can fix that because of our covers, our base, the base of our cover scheme, and but it's all dealing with the front four. When it comes to that, my gosh, man, it all deals with the front. That all has to do with the front four, or really the front seven. When it comes to that style of running that they do. Um, I want to comment on something about last Sunday as well. And see, I alluded to this during during the all seasons, during the holdout of Zeke and all of that. This is what I was talking about. Is can you run the ball when you need to run the ball? Because that's exactly what happened in New Orleans last Sunday. New Orleans ran the ball when they needed to, and we did not run the ball when we needed to, because that's what I'm talking. It's more about having a running game than having an elite running back, because if you don't have a running game, Zeke didn't look so elite last Sunday. And so going forward, This is part of the mindset now. Going forward, we need to establish a running game regardless of who is behind to run the ball. Whether if it's Pollard, whether if it's Zeke, whether if it's Dak, whether if it's Olawale, you know what I'm saying? So having a running game is the fact that you can put somebody behind there and they will be efficient enough to move the chains, to get better field position on downs, to shorten the field distance on downs. You know what I'm saying? Which allows us to open up the playbook for play action, all the screens for taking a shot downfield and all of that. And this is another thing that going forward, if they're rushing three guys, they putting 8 guys out in coverage. Run that damn ball. Run the ball. Escape out of the pocket. You don't see anything open off your first 2 reads. Escape with you. If you don't see anything, if your receiver ain't open where the ball is supposed to go, if you get the coverage that you want, you know what I'm saying. They was doing a lot. They was doing a lot of disguising and waiting till the last minute too, to disguise what their true intentions were on defense. But still, if you're not getting where the ball is supposed to go, then you need to pull it down. You just know you need to go ahead and run and to force them to have a spy if they don't have one. If they're not spying, then you need to run. You know what I'm saying? Because, having a spy takes one man out of coverage. You feel me? And then if you can have a somewhat of a success rate in running, then that will force a defense to dictate to the QB sneaks, the broken plays, the improvising, you know what I'm saying, because of the good coverage. And so, and yet we face this challenge again going against Green Bay, because Green Bay has a very strong secondary. They have a very good defense overall. So, but they look like they are susceptible to the front. So therefore, we got to have a running game. That's why this running game has to be refined and because going forward, these games are getting tougher, man. I don't care if we play the Jets after that, and maybe we will win because it's the Jets. But I tell you what, when Miami is playing a lot better than what they did with us. They played us pretty tough too. You know what I'm saying? These teams are getting better. You know what I'm saying? Even these teams that are deemed to be far more inferior to a caliber team like us on paper now. You know what I'm saying? Because any team can lose, and y'all need. That's why y'all always have to refine the identity and everything, because they always claiming this team runs through Zeke, but when it don't run through Zeke, then Dak struggles. No. This team runs through the offensive line. If that offensive line struggles, Zeke struggles. If that offensive line struggles, Zeke struggles, Dak struggles. Because the offensive line is not protecting, nor it's not setting up the running game. You see what I'm saying? So we just got to play better. We have got to take that next step if we want to be considered a team to be reckoned with. Because you have to be, y'all are good, but y'all have to play great and then get to elite. When you play elite, that means everyone is in unison. Everyone, you're making those stops when you need to. You're getting those interceptions. You're getting those sacks. You're getting you're forcing those fumbles when we need it the most. We make things happen when we need it the most. Guys are in position to make plays on defense when we need it the most. That's elite level defense. You feel me? Right? Right. So, Cowboy fans, I know y'all feel me on this. I know y'all understanding what I'm saying, right? We got to go. We got to pick up the pace. We got to start coming out slow. We got to pick up the pace, and we got to go full throttle. And we got to put our foot on these teams. I don't care how good they are. I don't care about their record. I don't care what ranking their defense or offense is in. You know what I'm saying? All we care is about what we can do. And what we can do against them, and what because if we dictate tempo and have success when we start imposing our will, whether it's the running game, passing game, long game, short game, you know what I'm saying, screens and all of that. You know, ghost motion. You know, it's funny how everybody's doing that this season. You feel me? Ghost motion and all that stuff. You know, everybody's doing ghost motion now. So it ain't nothing new. I mean, what the hell? Everybody got the same playbook or something in the off season doing the team meetings and stuff. When all the teams, you know, the owners meeting or whatnot. If there was a memo or something, because now everybody's doing the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but like they say, it's a copycat league, right? So if something has success, hey, this is what. Hey, we're gonna take a little piece of that too. We're gonna draw up our own shit, but it's time to get moving, man. It's time to show improve. I mean, and if Jason Garrett is not the coach, then this team has got to play for each other. I've said that once before. Y'all have got to play for each other, regardless of the head coach. Because y'all can make this happen. Y'all have enough chemistry. The brotherhood is strong. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can get it done for yourselves. Accountability is where it's at. And not wanting to let your brother in arms that's beside you down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody putting forth a max effort. You know, sticking to the fundamentals. Not playing out of position. I don't care what position we're talking about in that regards. So yeah. We have got to get going. We have got to find this alignment. We have got to establish both running game and passing game. This is what's going to make us unique this year. It's good that we get Gallup back. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. At the same time, we have got to be consistent. We have got to make every team worry about this team. So let's go. Tone Setter Sports Channel, The Mindset, Vol.2. Peace. I'm out.